Hello, it is me, it is I, it is thee. Here we go. Well, what has been going on today? Craft group went to, and oh. Right, so here we go. I got paid my 12 quid from last week for some of the diamond arts, and I thought there was going to be another fiver waiting for me, but it wasn't. Even though some of my diamond paintings had gone, my coasters had gone, so I'm going to have to keep a bloody good eye on that. Yeah, but well, so I shall I'm so tired. Oh, I've done bugger all. I broke my diet today, didn't I? I broke my thing. I had a bit of chicken in one of those soft pita bread rolls, pita bread things, because they are lovely, those soft ones, and with some lettuce. Had that before I went out, and then when I came back I had to go uptown, and I treated myself to a bag of those chipsticks, those potato sticks I think they're called. So I had those, and then I had some sausages in a bap rock, you know, the pita bread things. So I won't be needing anything more today. Drinking water, got my tea, and I bumped into the lad who has that other house. I bumped into him in Sainsbury's, and he said he didn't want to do a swap. So he was going on about how much it costs him, but yeah, he doesn't want to do a swap. He just doesn't want to go into my house, and I can't blame him really for that. But so it doesn't look like that's happening, but never say never, because it might not be actually down to him whether he stays there. Apparently he said it's because he's got a VR headset and his sitting room is ideal for it. You know, that's his whatever priorities, which is all very well, but at the same point, you know, he's got a wet room he doesn't use. It's a bigger place, it's got a better kitchen. It's he complains about it, and yeah, then I just don't know whether it's just because it's me and he just doesn't want to. But well, might not be, you know, somebody else, one of the trustees and everybody else, they might there's one person there who apparently is you know, looks at the necessity of the necessary, or whatever it is, of the person, you know, their needs. So yeah, otherwise I just have to make the most of what I've got, which isn't ideal, and try and so paint it, decorate it, try and get, maybe they can put in a walk-in shower up here. Yeah, not a walk-in shower, a wet room where I am, and I want my kitchen dealt with, sorted out. So it's better, you know, because I don't want that extra fridge that's underneath the cupboard that's a built-in one, because I don't need it. I've got my fridge freezer, and that space could be then utilised for a tumbler dryer, which will definitely help, because I can't walk to the around to the garden. Well, I can, but I can't lug any wet washing. Well, a bit disappointing, and at the same point, you know, kind of to be expected. Alright. I've got two little smaller paintings from Diamond Art Club that really I should crack on with, and that is Piggy in a Tub, but I've really gone off that one. And another one is Be True to Yourself. It's the Wonder Woman type thing. I really can't be bothered with that one either. But wow. I think I'd bother with her more than the Piggy in a Tub for some strange reason. I think it doesn't help because it's the Piggy in a Tub is round. Wow. So ready for my bed. I was having weird dreams. Bloody weird dreams. Holy cow is all I can say. It's like I was leading a second life. It's really weird. Yeah. Wow. So yes, I got that £12. I went into Sainsbury's and picked up some cheese sauce because I know I've got one in the freezer, but I needed another one because I want to do macaroni cheese for tomorrow. Oh no, I can't do macaroni cheese for tomorrow. I have to do I've got mince to use up, so I'll have spaghetti, or I think I'll do those little so I will use that cheese sauce up with that. I will do little lasagnas so I can freeze some of them. And yeah, got some cream and things, so that's for soup for another day. Yes, so it's so that was £3 something or other, £3 something or other, and I had where is it? I'm taking all the money out here. So I put my tenner into credit cards. So there it is. £10 stuck into credit cards, ready for the next month's payments. I paid one payment, couple of credit card things. One I'm still waiting on Capital One for that £10.41 to clear, because then that money in there I've got to pay Klarna before Saturday. I paid my 40 quid to my first payment for the catalogue. And basically what I did was I didn't want to use the cash because I've got about 40 quid left in my account. I didn't want to use that because that is just in case some other things come up that I've forgotten, like actually yeah, I'm going to have to transfer some over to my Halifax, my bills account, because I've got what's it called coming in, my O2 iPad payment. So yeah, so I used, when I was in for £3 odd, I used £2.50 Nectar points. So then I had to pay 60p, and I had £2 left over from that £10 because I had £12 I got. God, I'm tired. This is going around the house and making no sense whatsoever, but hey. And so I used one of the pounds to pay the 60p that I owed, and then with the change I put it into my Christmas savings. So that was £1.90 left over. Yeah, so 60p I paid. No, 190 left over. Huh? I did pay 60p. So how come I had 190? What? Because I had... Let's do some maths, shall we? She says. Laugh a minute. Me doing maths. Be by gum. Find a piece of bloody paper first. There we go. Right. So, with £12, £10 has gone to credit cards. So that's £2. Then it was £3.60. Was it £3.60? I paid £2.50. So what's £2.50 plus 60p? No, yes, plus 60p. That is it is 190. Why didn't that sound right? Of course, 50. Huh? No, it shouldn't be £1.90. It should be £1.40. So where did I get the other 50p from? Hold on. £2.50 away from 360. So that was Nectar points. Let's try and find that receipt. I know I kept it. Right, it's not in my purse. Let's try my coat pocket. I think that's where it is. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, God. What's happened to me? Right. Nope. Nope. No, that's Tesco's. I didn't go in Tesco's. Let's try the other pocket. I think I'm just going to confuse issues. Oh shit. Maybe it went in this bag. Morrison. I just found another. Oh shit. Just found 5p in my coat pocket. That's Tesco's, and that wasn't where I got it from. That is the post office for the parcel I sent out. Now, is it in here? Not in there. Not in there. Not in there. Nope. 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 No. Huh. And I know I collected it. It's definitely not in my... I had it in my hand. Don't tell me I left it at... Oh, I bet I left it at the bloody shop. Me unit. Because I had it in my hand. And I bet I just dropped it, let go of it and just left it in the unit. Oh, fudge. Right, well, I know what I got. It was £1.30 and £1.90. 9, 10, 11, 12. £3.20, that's right. So £3.20, take £2.50. £5.70p. I could have sworn I only had to pay 60p because it gave me 40p change. How did that work? Right, so 190. That meant it gave me 10. What? The girl gave me £12. I spent my £3, which was all I had in my purse. I need that receipt, really. And I'm going to have to go up to that unit. And I got 60 bolts of fabric. Well, that's not all my fabric. I've got a load here and cut from here. But there's 60 fabrics that I haven't cut yet. After this batch for my scrap bags. Right, this 5p is going to go in here. Right, write it all down. There we go. Still trying to work this out. £1.90. It's what I put in. I must have had 50p from somewhere. I don't know where though. Oh, hold on a minute. Yes, I do. £3.50. Ah, I got it now. £3.50 was my leftover money, wasn't it, from my tenner? I did the thing which came was, what was it, £3? £3, £2, oh, and 50p for the book. So £3 craft group. Oh, no, 4. Right, so let's see, this is all what I've spent. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. That's it. So 50p was left over from there. Oh my god, finally sussed it. So that was the 50p. So I had £2 plus 50p, and it cost me 70p. I gave it a quid, so that was 30, 80. Well, it gave me 10p. Oh, maybe there was a 10p in savings. Yeah, that works out right. Okay, let that off. Yeah, so that was that. And I've paid off my Simply Be with all my various credit cards that had extra, except for that that Capital One, which I'm going to pay that that Klarna. Which you tried taking it early, which was a bit ridiculous because it wasn't supposed to take it today. It was supposed to take it on the Saturday. And oh, I bought yesterday, so it's coming tomorrow. It would have come today, but I didn't want to risk it. It's coming tomorrow, and it's a poor man's magic keyboard for my iPad, because there is, you put the wire in the magic keyboard and it will charge the iPad up, because I'm fed up of the temperamentalness of all these wires, because it's the port. The port is buggered, and you know, can't afford a new one, or to get that port mended. So I will try it in that and see if that works. and if not, well, then I'll return it. I've got the right one for the right, you know, iPad that I have. Oh dear, so tired. So I have to my friends are worried about me in this house with the stairs. And the stairs, you know, aren't really an issue as such. Well, yes, I did fall down and smash my ankle and broke a bone in the other foot, but that was me hurrying. But yeah, it's I haven't heard anything more from the living well. She was supposed to have phoned me up that day. Nothing. Bloody typical. Yes. But yeah, oh my definitely pleased with my what's it called? Council tax. So that I've got to find, that is for the I think it's the 1st of April, which I think is the same day that my PIP goes in. So I will be what's the wording, paying that. And as I'm writing things down, it certainly is easier, and it appeals to my list writing as well. And I'm definitely a more visual person for spending, and I'm happy because the catalogue has taken away, I mean, I owe them 2,000, but they did have, I have had a, what was it, 3,500 bloody credit, you know, limit with them. So actually that wasn't too bad, because I could have spent easily more. But I'm glad I didn't. So they've frozen the interest, and I'm paying them £40. I don't know how long for, but hopefully be that. I think I've got it for a year, possibly more, don't know. And obviously pay more when I can. Yeah. I'm still going to paint the bits, and I'm going to try and find that painting thing for the cupboards, and I'm going to paint that. I mean, this room would do better without this bloody electric fire in it, because it sticks out the room, and that'd be a flat surface that I could put my bloody sofa back against. But well. Three. 1, 2, 3. Let us use this thing. Oh dear, actually that £10 that I got today, I could have not put it in my credit card, so I could have put it in an account to get a man with a van to move my stuff up to my office. Oh shoot, Mr. 2. Not just one, but another. There we go. Let's do 7. Oh, my finger. Right, 7s. That's what I was going to do. Oh, it's an AB. This is part of the flamingo. Oh dear. So that's this thing. So I've still got to do a spreadsheet. I'm going to have to do it on my laptop. Spreadsheet of you know, my budgeting. So I need to have one like for money coming in, and one for, you know, my bills, my debts, my sinking funds, because those are my envelopes. You know, my zippy thing is sinking funds. Oh, my head. Felt a bit weird at craft group, and then I realised it's because it's eating. Getting all sort of lightheaded from the eating and it's sending me a bit funny. Yeah. So what do you do when you get into a bit of a slump? You know, diamond painting wise. I feel as if I've definitely got to get a better balance, you know, between diamond painting and doing other stuff. Yes, I could do other stuff in the morning and diamond painting in the afternoon, but then I'm not a morning person, because if I haven't slept, then I am absolutely shattered in the morning and into the afternoon. Oh dear. God, it's taking forever doing this one at a time. But with ABs, I don't particularly want to use the putty for obvious reasons. Do a bit more listing. On eBay. Right, I think I'm going to do Lucky Dip diamond art paintings, diamond paintings, and 2 of them for a £5 and £3.50 for postage. Yep. Yep, so I think I'm going to plan out this house again. And I'm going to have to do the kitchen somehow. Need a new carpet. But apparently that is the charity's domain. Flooring. They deal with it. Maybe if they dealt with it when I moved in, it would have been a lot easier. Yeah, I've been definitely living outside my means for quite a while. All these buying from Diamond Art Club and Temu. Now, buying from Temu, I can do one or the other. I can't do both. So I think I'd sooner do buying from Temu, because then whatever I buy, I can flog on. Because I can do it for unboxing. I had a look around a shop today with a couple of people from Craft Group. One lady, she's loved this little shop, and it's where they've got a what's it, cooperative type thing, you know, where people rent shelves. I'm not going down that mode again. You know, once bit, twice shy. Do a runner. And besides, I've got my own little office space. But it was nice just to go and have a look around it. But she was so excited. She was thinking definitely with her head, sadly. No, not with her head, with her heart. That was it. And she's trying any which way to sort of justify getting it and what she can do with it. And at one point, the three of us who went with her was, you know, sworn to secrecy, mustn't tell anybody at the centre, you know, that's what she wants to do, you know, what we're thinking. And because she wants to turn it into like a little cafe with crafts to sell. It sounds a good idea, but the shop is completely and utterly inadequate for that. And it has a damp issue. She says, oh, the damp issue isn't, you know, it's old damp. No, it was really cold, and you could feel in between it was damp. The walls were not dripping wet, but you could feel there was movement and sort of, you know, sponginess and whatever. And it was still leaking because there were stains and everything else. And on one side of the wall, basically the opposite side to where the damp was sort of mainly, and where you'd seen it leaking, and where it was obviously a roof has got a hole in it. It had, on the other side of the wall, it had pulled off the wallpaper and the plaster, which was stuck to the wallpaper. And there were lots of big cracks everywhere and lots of crumbling bricks. And that was on the stair part of the wall. And I'm thinking, no, this is a lovely, cute, you know, quaint shop. It's really nice. It's got lots of character, but it's completely impractical, you know. And, oh yeah, it has a toilet, but you have to go outside and down an alleyway. And, you know, we didn't see much lighting. And, of course, in winter, it'll be absolutely lethal if there's ice or whatever. And nobody who's disabled would want to go down there. And then the toilet at the end was just disgusting. It was just like a bog standard, you know, high ceilinged, full of cobwebs, totally damp, dingy toilet, where you know darn well if you were to go in there, the loo roll would be damp. And they're wanting like 600 quid a month. And for what it was, it's like, nah. Oh, and there's no heating. And that doesn't help with the damp either. So you'd have to try and find a way to fit heating. And then that'll add on, you know, onto the costs of things. Then you've got possibly internet. That will add on again. The insurance alone. I mean, because my insurance at one point was like, as I said before, I think it was roughly around about 200 quid a month. I was paying a lot. Because you have to get, you know, the glass insured and the bits. The building's insurance was done by the landlord, but the glass wasn't. The locks and all that kind of wasn't. And also for the contents that you got in the shop. And of course I had sewing machines, so that, yes, obviously made it more expensive. But you know, even then you're still looking at a hefty wodge. Can't remember what I paid for my insurance now. Well, there's lots of costs, and it was just like, you know, she's moving to another shop and she's taking the people with her. And I said, you know, and I said to a friend, you know, it's, you know, why? It's obvious because this place it hasn't been dealt with, hasn't been touched. You know, the pictures that were on the right move was it when it was, you know, taken from a fair few years back, and it certainly does not look that clean and that nice now. Not a hope. You know, and if you wanted, she wanted it to be a cafe, you could only seat like 4 tables downstairs, and then 2, say, roughly in the back room, near where she wanted the cake counter to be. But it's just, our town is, it's a poor demographic, you know, it's poor. So you've got to try and find people, and you can't compare it with all the other cafes in the area vicinity, which have been ongoing and long running, and they've got built up an establishment. You know, they've built up a good lot of you know, clientele. You know, I don't mind going. I mean, if she was to get it, but I'm not going in with her to get it, and I don't think the others are either, which made it quite interesting, because then she was asking everybody else in the craft group whether they'd go in and stuff. She basically wants it, and I know I've been there, you know, kind of like I've had that thing where I want something, and you will be blind to everything else except your want for that place, and you will ignore the negative, and you will then try everybody to you know, go in and get your wish, you know. And that's not a good thing to, you know, for business. Well, she was saying that. I said, well, why don't you leave it a couple of years? Because I think definitely in a couple of years' time, the next lot will go in, because it was already being seen by somebody else who was sort of quite, you know, happy with it or whatever. They, you know, they'll no doubt be out because they will see the faults, which is a red flag in itself, isn't it, really? Because people who go in there only seem to sort of last a couple of years. And I think that's probably the length of their contract, to be fair. So, you know, you've got to ask yourself why they're coming out. But I said, well, how about waiting till, you know, a couple of years and then go from there? And do all the research and do all the, you know, the proper business plan and all that kind of stuff. But she says she doesn't want to wait for a couple of years because she'll be older then. She's already, you know, I think she's 65 now. And that in itself is another red flag. Because if in a couple of years' time you think you're going to be too old to do it, well, what does that say about the business? You're only going to be doing it for 2 years? And, you know, so I'm definitely not joining in on that. I'll miss out, and if it turns out to be good, if it does go ahead, then, you know, so be it. But I'm not you know, being up there in the yes, you know, I don't want to put my name to it or whatever. No way. Because I don't want to be caught with all the bills and the fees and all those other bits. I mean, I might, you know, if it came to it, I might put a few of my items in there and pay the fee to do so. But to be honest, I can't see it. Certainly don't want it to be as cluttered as it was before, and the you know, the previous people. Because I tell you what, she said she had over 70 people. I'm sure that's what she said. She had over 70 people in there renting. That's a lot. And there was more on her waiting list or whatever. But if you've got 70 people, that is a lot. So if that is the case, that should be quite profitable. You know, well, you'd think it'd be quite profitable just having the people in alone. But of course, the people in alone in there will want paying, and they want their stuff buying. So you really do have to sell it and plug it, and, you know, do lots of marketing and all that kind of stuff to promote, to get the sales. But, you know, if that is the case, you know, that would be paying enough for her to be employed and everything else. But to my mind, that was way too many people, because I looked in there, went in there a couple of times, and each time, and I looked in the windows, stopped and I would look in the windows on my way to me fish and chip night when I did, and it was just so crowded. You couldn't see, you know, anything really, because it was just so overwhelming. It was things cluttered, you know, it was butted up against another thing, and you couldn't quite see the you know, things for their true worth. It was like a case of, let's just go and grab everything, stuff it full to the rafters, get the money, and, you know, bugger everything else, to be honest. And that isn't quite how, well, my way of thinking to run a business. I mean, I'm not, you know, perfect with mine, but, oh. And I've got to that stage now where I know what I want to do. I know how big I want my business to be. I don't want my business to be, you know, overwhelming, you know, too much hard work. I just want it to plod along, you know, making me a bit of dosh. I don't want to be, you know, so I'm just, I don't want to grow my business as such, because I'm of that age now where, you know, I'm too tired to bloody, you know, work at a business properly. So I'm quite happy with how I am. I know I could do a little bit more, and I will do. Oh, I've got to service the machine next week, sewing machine up. Take some scraps of fabric in. Fresh needles. I can remember where I put them. In one of those donor boxes. Take some decent thread in, not the cheap crap. Because 9 times out of 10, if your sewing machine is not playing ball, it's the thread. And you can't just think, oh, thread is just thread. Doesn't matter. It bloody well does. Because I've had some machines in the past where doesn't like the posh, like Gutermann threads. It prefers the cheaper moon thread. I mean, the moon thread is the only sort of that and Gutermann's or whatever. And I've got some cones which I got from Scopus many years ago, and I've been using some of that. You have to be careful with old cones because it does what's it called? It does age and then it snaps. But because it was Scopus, it won't be like cheap. And, yeah. So I'm just sort of, so I'll take some thread in. I'll take a bit of moon thread and I'll take a bit of what's it called in? Actually, I wouldn't mind taking my sewing machine in at one point and do some sewing on it. But sadly, I don't, because I hate to say it, nobody else is going to be able to use my sewing machine. And the reason I say that is because it was very, very expensive. It's my most sort of expensive treat. It was well over 1,000 or 1,300 quid. Subfaff. And yeah. I think what I'm going to do is, actually, I will have to find a different way and I'm gonna, might just do a bit of sewing tomorrow. Hunt out, I want to make some little purses, little coin purses. Hunt out the zips that I have upstairs. I've just got an assortment of zips, different colours, mainly sort of, I don't know what colours. I've got some greys, I've got some reds, I've got some yellows, I've got some browns, I've got some, you know, all colours. And I'll just be using those. And I've got some, what's it called? Not charm packs. I've got the bigger ones, the layer cake packs, which when cut up into, I cut them up into 4, so I've got then 4 charm packs from one layer cake. So I'm going to have to take that up to my unit to cut it on the with the rotary cutter on the mat. But I won't be doing that tomorrow, I don't think. I might have some charm packs actually. I might have got a couple of charm packs, which then I can. So then all I need to do is cut up the lining. Unless I use, I could use 4 squares. They're 5-inch squares, but I think I go about 4.5 inches. I used to make loads of them. I used to run them off on like a whatnot, conveyor belt type thing. Oh, look at that. There we go. Nearly missed them. But yes, so make a lot of those. I used to sell £2 each or 3 for a £5. That's right. I might have changed that. To £3 each and 2 for a £5. £2 each and 3 for a £5. That'd be 6, yeah, and then it's for 5, so you got a quid off. Which... Right. Now we want the one. Oh dear, so tired. All right. Oh gosh, yes, I am going to do number 1s. And then I will possibly use, this is what happened last time. I said I'm going to do this, this and this, and then ended up doing this, that and that. Oh, and then that. Well, so I've got to figure out what I've got to do. Realistically, I need to, tomorrow I said I'll wait until my my thing's been had. I'll do it before 3 though. I don't, hopefully my Amazon thing will arrive before around midnight, no, around midday, and then I can go out after to pay the £10 for my table for the scrap craft fair at the end of this month. So I kind of like want some little purses done for that. And some pencil cases. Then I've got to do some more magnets. Finish those off. Then what have I got to do? Oh, I want to make some candles. Fall candles. Then I've got to sort out my trolley dolly and all that kind of stuff, because when I was gonna have some stuff moved to the unit, I shoved quite a lot of other bits and bobs in those on top of some of the stuff there, so I'm gonna have to take that out. Go. Maybe I'll do H's. On its side. H's, and then those triangles. Here we go again. H's and those triangles. Oh, I'm so tired. I know, I've told you that. Did you know I'm so tired? I really am. Bum, bum, bum. I'm watching Mel from Back from Burnout on YouTube. She's an Australian woman, really nice, genuine, who has some hard times, like we all do it, you know. I mean, Back from Burnout is the name of her thing, but she sells books on eBay. And, you know, she's very good, but some people have been absolutely a bit rude. They don't realise it. But one apparently had said something like, you know, they're not here for a soap opera. And I thought that was bloody rude, you know. So to that person who doesn't want a soap opera, go and do your own channel and then work out how easy it is for that. You know, you go there, you said you went there for book selling ideas and all that kind of stuff. So you're quite happy to use her ideas and everything else. But when she dares to mention anything else that apparently isn't quite that on her channel, then you give her a hard time? Get real. So if anybody fancies going and watching Back from Burnout and the lovely Mel, show us some support, that'd be great. And just say I sent you, because we really do must stick together, all of us, you know. It's a hard thing. She's neurodiverse too. ADHD, I think she said. So, yeah, she's in a bit of a rut again. But yeah, they're interesting, her, I think they are anyway. And I thoroughly enjoy watching them. And yes, her takes on books, but, you know, you can apply that to quite a lot of other things. Right, so I've done the H's. Right, so I'm going to do the darker colours tomorrow. Right. So, on that note, I'm now going to love you and leave you, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.